Hi everyone, this is Matt from DrawingTutorialsOnline.com. I just want to share with you a quick drawing tip of the week. I'm in my studio and I'm like, I got to share this with everyone. This is really going to help you loosen your drawings up, get a little bit better with gesture, so let's get right to it. It's a style for a reason. You don't outline everything for a reason, because when you outline everything, everything just goes completely stiff. Here, okay, Rainwalker, I hope you're still with me. So this is a way to do it. So this is still too outlined for me. But yeah, it's a little bit looser because there's more of like the long gesture, and there's more of like the line inside that is wrapping around. So you need to do more of this stuff that wraps around and shows the relaxed form. Okay, if like this is very round, it's very opposite C-ish, very long. Okay, if you do more of that and a little bit more of the round stuff on the inside and less of like just a definitive outline all the way around, your stuff's just gonna really be loose. And then I'm seeing a little bit more like perspective with the feet, like one. I'm seeing that a touch. It could actually probably be even more exaggerated. Yeah, I see it. So stay with me, Rainwalker. And this is the Behatted Man. So this is the same thing for you, Behatted Man. Basically, what you want to do is you want to think about, like, you pretend that there is a little string or a little piece of tape that touches one foot to the other. Okay? And you see how these just look like they're almost even? So when you do not see this, you basically get a more of like a flat pose. And what this is doing is it's giving me the perspective of the floor. Oops. Come on, baby. It just gives me much more gesture. So when I pull a line straight across from her foot, look at the height differential. So this is a really cool piece right here. So we have what? Gesture, gesture, long gesture to the top of the foot, connect the feet, and this is just extremely long. So, gosh, extremely long. Curve around. Pay attention to these shadows, which you're doing in this, the Behatted Man. So that's how you stay loose. That's how you stay loose. So we've spoken about a whole bunch of things here. We've spoken about this imaginary string or a piece of tape or whatever you want to call it that connects the feet. And so that really helps me with, this goes back to the tutorial from years ago, figure drawing a layered approach, which never quits on me. I use those techniques all the time. Look at how this arm fades into the background, and look at by you put in this dark line on that background arm, how that arm comes forward. You see that? You don't want to have that arm come forward. You want that arm to go back. And Rainwalker, if you're still watching me, that is a place that you could do a non-outline, and then that arm will go into the background. But let's talk about all the positives with this drawing, because this is a really cool piece. The positives for me are, it's got a lot of volume and form. It's just got a lot of gesture in those legs. You're using the right patterns for the front of the leg, back of the lower leg. I like how you're dealing with surface planes with the feet, especially the bottom of that foot over there. I like how you're incorporating light and shade in this drawing really, really well. Everything seems in proportion too. If we really study this, you pull a line straight down from her back, and what's right, look at the difference in the two. Now, if you're posting up the photo reference, that tells me that you want to try to get a likeness. So it's just, you don't have to be measure happy. You don't have to be measure crazy. You don't have to measure all the time, is basically what I'm trying to say. One measurement goes a long way, one vertical and one horizontal. Okay? And even if we pull a vertical from the tip of her nose, wow. So that right there is a big part of the pose. I still love your drawing. I still love your drawing. It looks really good. Thanks for posting it. So try that technique on the, ooh, someone's power texting me. Oh God, okay. It's freezing here, and we've got 45-mile-an-hour winds, and all the neighbors are trapped inside. So my neighbor is sending me a video link. So he must be bored. He tried to exaggerate. So you're trying to exaggerate a little bit, taking that into consideration. Let's critique this one, and then we'll call chapter 1 done. Wow, she looks like a Manet painting, this pose. Gorgeous. Okay. Whoops. You know, let's just... I don't care about measurements on this one. Let's not talk about measurements. You're doing everything right. You know, you really are doing a lot of good things. Like, I love this. Comes in and wraps. This is wrapping around. Beautiful. Wrapping around. Convex line wrapping around. Center line is very, very round. You're doing the big opposite C. This feels a little bit straighter to the hamstring. That's good. Little too over exaggerated with some of these areas with the foot, and a little too big for me with the feet, but it's fine. It's fine. Never do a hard outline over here on both sides of her jaw. Leave one of those outlines out. Now, you always ask that's the pit of the neck, center of the collarbones, the top of the sternum. So I feel as though she's going to tip over. Now, in this particular pose, that pole and her foot is holding the balance. Since we don't see the pole in your drawing, it's because it's a light line, I barely notice it, she looks like she's going to tip over. So just take that into consideration. When you're doing those eyes, do those eyes a little smaller on that head. You're doing a lot of good things. I love the shadow. Love the shadow. Good. All right, so maybe I would have even done this whole arm as like a shadow. That would have been really cool too. Nice work. Very nice torsos, both of these drawings. Very clear light and shade. I love it. I think you're doing great. I'll see you guys in chapter 2. All right, thanks so much. I'm filming this on my iPad, by the way, because I didn't want to rig out my big camera. But my arms are shaking, and I just want to thank you so much for watching. And if you want to get some feedback on your artwork, definitely visit drawingtutorialsonline.com. We've got a whole bunch of coaching options. We have a weekly group coaching through the Critique Gallery, and we're going to launch our next 2-month coaching cycle next week, and it's going to go live on the 17th. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Speak with you soon.